You're back. Yeah, just stay back, okay? Just everybody get back. Get back over on the sidewalk now.
We've got him. Hold the trail back.
Get back now.
You're going to go to jail.
Do not take him. Do not take him.
His door is busted open. He's freaking out.
They're looking out for everybody. They're good. He's breathing a little bit. Don't struggle with it, okay? Chill out. It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
On Bodycam video from that horrific day, officers and emergency crews are seen rushing over to the store with hopes to save the toddler's life.
So, yeah. Good. Good. All right. Is there anyone just one? Okay. Is there anything else on the face? Anybody? All right. Let me know when you're ready. Ready? Let me know when you're ready.
Let's get him on the car.
Okay, let me know when you're ready. Here we go. All right. You ready? 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 Three. I'm going to do three, two. Get the top of the office. Go. Go. Good. Okay.
Keep going. Medic, come in here and relieve him. Yeah, my bad. Medic, come in and relieve him of his chest compression. You gotta take him back. You got this shoulder.
Get him on out. Go take him to a car right now. Hey, somebody go get Mom. She doesn't you see this. Ready? Here you go.
Did she say anything?
No, I didn't hear anything. I had my windows out. I didn't hear anything. All I heard was just screaming, and the lady grabbed her child up out the cart, and that's when it fell over, and they collapsed over here, and the lady just continued to walk off, and that's when everybody just kind of came out of nowhere. Yeah. And I got out. The one guy, he said, "What happened?" I said, "I don't know. I'm going to go look." I came about halfway, and I saw her trying to get away, so I hopped in the car and chased her down.
Okay.
To almost where that white building is.
Yeah.
That's when I called 911, and like literally 30 seconds later, you guys showed up.
Okay. All right, cool. So the kid was in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it was in the car fell over?
Yeah.
It didn't take police long to find Ellis, who was found with the knife allegedly used in the horrific attack.
Hold you up, okay? Grab your other arm. We're going to lift you up, okay?
Stand up, okay?
1, 2, 3, stand up. Stand up. Come on.
In round. 14th in round with the exit.
All right, let's put her back in the car.
I'm going to check her right here.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Walk it back this way.
Police don't believe the victims had interacted with Ellis prior to the deadly stabbing, and it remains a mystery as to why she attacked the 3-year-old and his mother, as officials say prior to the stabbing, she didn't have a history of violent offenses. Just months prior to the attack, Bodycam videos showed her getting arrested in Florida for criminal trespassing at a hotel. Employees at the hotel called police to report her trying to rent a room, but didn't have any money. And when police arrived, Ellis told them she wanted to go to jail.
What's your name? Bianca, what's going on tonight?
I was wanting to get booked for trespassing.
Why?
Because I am.
You have no reason? You just want to?
I have nowhere to go.
Okay, so I'm just going to go through the formality, right? So they want you to leave the property. They want you to, leave, not come back. I'm trespassing you. You're being formally trespassed by the Osceola County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
You need to leave the property now.
But what about getting arrested?
Are you refusing to leave the property?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's cold outside. I don't have nowhere to go.
So you're just refusing to leave the property?
Because yeah.
You have no family, no nothing?
No, I'm not from here. I was just vacation.
Osceola Patrol 89 36.
Stand up.
You guys want to take my stuff too?
Turn around. And mind your back.
Now facing several charges, including aggravated murder, attempted murder, felonious assault, tampering with evidence, and theft, it doesn't appear she'll be facing trial anytime soon. Ellis left many in shock again when she appeared in court smiling at cameras despite the heinous allegations she faces. Then in another twist last week, a judge ruled she was incompetent to stand trial and has since been ordered to an inpatient treatment facility. Competency was first brought up during a July hearing when Ellis's attorney said she was incompetent and unable to assist in her defense. According to court records, Ellis was undergoing a 20-day evaluation when the doctor treating her said she was incompetent to stand trial, but said there is substantial probability of restoration to competency within the statutory timeframe if provided with a course of treatment.
I heard about the case back in June. I was really disturbed by it, that this was a random act of violence that seemed pretty peculiar. So I was already thinking about how could something like this happen? Is this a case where mental health had something to do with the actions? There's a wide range of possibilities of diagnoses. When we see individuals who are incompetent to stand trial, it could be anything from cognitive disturbances to neurological disturbances to what we often see with individuals who are incompetent to stand trial, a range of different psychotic spectrum disorders. So things like schizophrenia, delusional disorder, things that would prompt the person to do something that is outside of the norm and then not be able to understand the facts of their case.
Talk to me a little bit about incompetency, what that means, and what type of evaluations defendants like Bianca Ellis have to undergo when they are found incompetent.
So for the public to know, competency to stand trial is being raised in a lot of cases throughout the United States. Psychologists are seeing about 25 to 30,000 cases per year of incompetence to stand trial. What that means is there's some speculation of a mental health factor impacting a person's ability to engage with their attorney and also understand their case. We often describe this as rational or factual knowledge. So are you able to track what's going on in the courtroom? Are you able to understand the different pleas? Do you know how to conform your behavior to the courtroom? So am I going to be worried about you jumping up in the middle of a trial and disturbing the process? Or are you able to really consult with your attorney in a way that can help protect you? That with some individuals with severe and persistent mental illness, they might have delusions related to their mental illness where they think their attorney is against them and they won't be able to support their case. So there's a wide range of different diagnoses that can come up and a wide range of reasons why a person might be incompetent within those domains.
And what would have to happen for her to be found competent to stand trial?
Absolutely. So most individuals end up going to either a competency restoration program. In some states, those are housed in state hospitals where they'll receive treatment, sometimes daily, in order to get some of that education on the facts of their case, make sure that they understand their rights. And then for others, that also includes medications. I think in this case, one of the psychologists suggested that they might be in need of some medication, which might reference, again, some mental health diagnosis that's impacting their ability to go to trial. So that's one point of clarity that's really confusing for a lot of us when we're talking about competency to stand trial. Competency to stand trial is something that we want in order to protect the individual's rights. We all have a constitutional right to a fair trial, and that's what we're trying to protect. With most individuals who are found incompetent to stand trial, they are later found competent. This sometimes happens within, again, some of these competency restoration programs, anywhere from 50 to 70 days on average. So it's not that they're avoiding punishment. It's that we just want to make sure that there's a fair trial process going on because we don't want anything to happen, especially for the victims' families, for this to be reversed and have an appeals case. So most individuals who are found incompetent to stand trial do return to the case and those proceedings do go forward.
So when she was arrested in Florida, we had Bodycam video from that incident where she was essentially asking the officers to send her to jail. She had no place else to go, so she wanted to go to jail. She was arrested for trespassing. What do you make of kind of that trajectory from nonviolent offenders offenses to just brutally stabbing a 3-year-old boy and his mother in a parking lot at a random attack. She didn't know the victims. This was, again, just brazen and random and in broad daylight.
Yeah, this brings up a whole lot of issues. Again, when these tragedies happen, I often ask myself, why? What happened to this person? So I have a lot of questions. Was Bianca homeless? Was Bianca homeless and struggling with mental health conditions and couldn't seek help? In a lot of these cases, we see a lot of individuals who are not receiving mental health care until they end up in a jail setting, until something tragic happens. So for me, I'm being curious about where some of the falls in our mental health system are occurring for people like Bianca, so we don't have tragedies happening. For her to ask to be sent to jail in that situation, she's asking for help, and not in ways that we might ask for help, in ways that she thought could get her help.
You made a point earlier in our discussion about, defendants not being a distraction when it comes to court proceedings. And after she was arrested for the stabbing of Julian Wood and his mother, that she was kind of smiling at cameras, laying her head on the table. So there was kind of this different parallel, I would say, that kind of this range of different emotions. Do you think that is kind of what initiated her to undergo these types of evaluations, in addition to the fact that, again,
footage myself, and that's the second where I said, ooh, something's going on there. Competency is going to be raised. So competency to stand trial evaluations are raised anytime we see something odd or peculiar in the courtroom. Anybody can raise it. It could be the attorney, the judge. And what that does is once we raise it, we automatically have to stop court proceedings. And again, all of us thought that was odd. That maybe that's not because she's a psychopath and just not empathetic, that something else might be going on. And so that's why we want to initiate a competency to stand trial evaluation to rule out anything else and see if there is something happening with her mental health. This is the unfortunate aspect about sometimes the competency process, because the other side of this is people have rights to a speedy trial. So the victim and their family do want justice, and they want explanations and justice now. And when we have things like competency happening, obviously that's going to delay the trial process. So this is a really challenging situation in our criminal justice system of trying to protect the rights of all. Again, I think one of our calls to action is to figure out how we can create a better mental health system so we could have avoided this in the first place. The person could get the treatment that they need, and we don't have further victims.